Peace to Universal Family. It's your boy Cloxton. I'm back from another video. Today, this video is about getting comfortable with failure. You know, that's what I've learned today. That's my lesson for today. Getting comfortable with failure. You know, I just finished my music session for today, and I actually feel more calm than I usually do. Usually, I don't get everything I want done within the session. I start getting super frustrated, like, dang, what am I doing wrong? What am I not learning? What am I not implementing, you know? But it's like, sometimes you just gotta fail and keep failing and keep failing. And that's just a part of the process. And there's gonna be times where you attempt to do something and it's not gonna turn out how you want it to turn out, no matter how many things you do that day. It just doesn't happen. And you gotta be okay with that and accept that. And that's what this video is about, like being okay with just failing. Like, you're trying something the whole day and the entire day nothing works. Like, it don't matter. Try different tactics, still don't work. Try another tactic, it still don't work. It just keeps failing. You got to be okay with that, you know. Like, you know, when we hear about the legends that talk about their story and whatnot, like Kobe Bryant and stuff, and how he always talks about he just takes a bunch of shots and whatnot all day, every day, more than everyone else. That was really his secret. Like, he failed faster than everybody else. He got through the process of just failing to eventually learn what he needed to not do. He just did that process faster than everybody else, which is why he's such a legend and why he's one of the greatest of all time. You know, rest in peace to Kobe. So that's what I'm learning. So since that's actually a part of the process, you're actually slowing yourself down by allowing that energy to make you depressed, or it's like, dang, what am I doing wrong? And I guess this is not for me, because there were times where I would fail so much, so often, so consistently. It's like, this might not even be my calling, y'all. Like, is this even what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I don't feel like I'm doing anything. I don't feel like I'm progressing. I've been going at it for months on end, and nothing is really manifesting. So you start questioning, is this really for you? But usually that's right when you're on the brink of actually breaking through. So when you allow yourself to just accept failure, you're able to keep pushing. So, all right, I didn't get it this day, but that don't mean I'm going to stop. I'm just going to keep going. I didn't get it that day, but it's a part of the process. When we take things too personal, we take every moment that doesn't go our way as like, dang, this must not just be for me. We end up jumping off the path that we was supposed to continue walking on, you know? So the path is 10 steps, and you took 7 steps. And all 7 of them were quote-unquote failures. And you know what I'm saying? You didn't gain anything in all 7 steps. And you jump off on the 8th step. You didn't even know. All you had to do was 3 more steps and you would have got it. But since you took those 7 steps so personally, you took those 7 steps as, damn, I'm not learning anything. Whole time you are learning things. You're learning what not to do. You're learning where you're at, you know? And sometimes improvement looks different for everybody. Sometimes it takes somebody like an hour to improve on one specific thing. Other people, it might take them a month to improve on one thing, you know? Like for example, in my situation, for an artist, one of the key things an artist has to have to be able to be a really good artist is confidence, right? Even if you don't necessarily have good words to say, it's confidence, you know? So for me, I have lots of confidence, but in different areas, you know? I might not be the most confident in skateboarding, right? Because I don't have much experience in that area. So even though I might be confident in speaking in certain arenas, confidence in skateboarding isn't my thing. I'm going to be like terrified, you know what I'm saying? So as an artist, you got to be confident with your words. You got to be able to project your words in that style. And for me, it might sound strange, but I'm still working on that, y'all. I'm still working on like the confidence part of my words, because I have this weird level of perfectionism with my words. If they don't come out right, if they don't sound exactly how I want them to sound in my head, I think it's like trash or something, you know? So that kind of stops me from really expressing a lot of the things I want to express faster. You know, it stops me from progressing, quote unquote, and getting things done and finishing songs and whatnot faster, because of this wall I have in front of me that I've made myself, but that's just the reality of it, right? And so I keep making attempts to reach that quote-unquote level of perfection, and then there's constant failure in that. You know, it's like, dang, I didn't reach this. My voice still doesn't sound like how I wanted to sound. You know what I'm saying? The cadence still doesn't sound like how the cadence I wanted to sound like. I'm not trying to sound like everybody else, and I'm still not there yet, you know? So it's like failure, and then you start to question, like, damn, am I really supposed to do this? So it's like, That's really like the concept of this video, y'all. But after today, I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'm getting there. I'm making my strides inch by inch. You know, I just came with a new thought today. Maybe I need to write my lyrics as I write my song, like as I'm constructing the beat, as I'm making the instruments and putting the instruments in and putting the drums in. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to write my bars. You know, it's never a limit to how something can be done. You know, my last video was the process to your purpose, and I'm still crafting that as we speak, y'all. Like the process to my purpose, I know is music, but now it has to be even deeper. I have to bring it down to the most practical level, because even just saying music is a broad spectrum. How? Okay, the words themselves, the words I'm saying, all right? The words I'm saying over these beats is how I'm gonna manifest my purpose. So now I need to get that process down. Okay, how am I gonna get that process down? Am I gonna do it through a sense of poetry? Am I gonna have spoken word? You know, everything has its foundation, it has its way of how it has to be done. You know, it's not just, because it's tougher to manifest when you don't know the exact thing you need to do. When you leave it vague in the universe is like, all right, music, okay, cool. That's what you gotta do. So that's it. Your mind is like, okay. And then it doesn't really manifest the picture you had in your head, because you're not speaking to the universe. You're not giving the universe something to give back to you. You're just saying music is the way. So yeah, music. I have music around me. I listen to music and I create music, but it's still not giving off the effect that I would want. It's because the truth is the effect that I want and the effect that I know I can have has to come from my words. You know, it has to come from my words accompanying music. And so me knowing that, that's the process. And that's the process I have to work on every day. And even if I fail, that doesn't mean I stop, you know? Because I'm comfortable with the process of failure. Because I know eventually me failing so much is gonna lead to my success. You know, and I want y'all to know that whatever you're doing and whatever process you're doing, just keep failing. That's okay. Failing to succeed. Keep failing until you succeed, all right? So that's pretty much what I had to say today, y'all. Enjoy the process of failure. Lean into it, actually. Want to fail more. Fail on a consistent rate. Because once you do that, and when you become confident in failing, you start to see the key things. Like, when I failed the first time, and then when I failed the fifth time, the reason for me failing the fifth time isn't the same as the first time. Meaning it's growth there. Even if it's super tiny, there's growth, you know? I bat myself on the head so much for like, damn, nothing's happening. But like 2 weeks ago, I knew nothing about mixing and mastering at all. Like no type of nothing. Well, I might know a little bit, but nowhere near to where I know now, you know what I'm saying? It was like, wait a minute. Now I know a little bit more about EQ. I know a little bit more about distortion and delays and reverbs, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a little more now. So that counts for something, you know, even if it's tiny little bit of growth. Now I got some new plugins that represent my new level of knowledge. So it's like, all right, we're getting there. So just appreciate the small wins that might look like failures, all right? That's all I have to say. But thank y'all for watching. Keep on failing, y'all, until you succeed. Peace.